Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to the channel, then welcome. This is going to be your weekly personal guidance readings for the week of Monday, December 6th, all the way to Sunday, December 12th. And so for those of you who are new to the weekly reading, we're going to be doing a 9-card spread looking at the overall energy of the week, the goal for the week, the actions to take, and what you need to know. All right, so let's go ahead, let's get started, and let's see what the most important messages are for you this week. All right, so we already got energy coming out here. Okay, so the overall energy of the week, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Your current energy that you're bringing to the week, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And since the cards are already coming out, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the deck and we're just going to get started. All right. So the goal for the week, you've got the Queen of Cups, which I love that. The action to take this week, we have the Lover's card. What you're going to gain or receive this week, we have the Hanged Man. What you're going to be giving this week or releasing this week, we have the World. Your blind spot or challenge for the week, we have the 2 of Swords. How to overcome this challenge, we've got the 6 of Swords, and the outcome of the week, we have the King of Pentacles. Look at that. That is incredible. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands here. Okay, this is a really beautiful reading. It looks like you start the week off working very hard, and throughout the week you take very strategic actions that lead you to success. Therefore, you end the week off in a better position than when you started. So for some of you guys, I feel that this week you could be getting a pay raise, you could be getting a promotion, you could be making more money, or you could be receiving some sort of status. So looks really beautiful, but let's talk about how that all works out and how this happens. Now, the bottom of the deck, you've got the Page of Wands here. So it looks like you are pursuing life in a new, different, and exciting way that resonates more with you, okay? A lot of you might be, from the looks of the cards here, it looks like a lot of you guys might be working on a personal project, a personal hobby. Maybe it's a hobby business or a passion business. I definitely see that indicated here. Or some of you guys might be starting a new relationship, whether that's a friendship or a romantic relationship or a business relationship, with someone who really inspires you, with someone who you really have a lot of passion for. Okay, all in all, what I'm feeling is that you're moving forward in life, doing things the way that feel right to you. Okay, and this could be something new. Okay, maybe you've never gone about life this way, or it could be that you are just doing something old with a new mentality. Okay, so I really like this week already. Now, the overall energy for the week, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So this is going to be a work-focused week. However, it doesn't feel like this is work that you're unhappy to do. It feels like it's work that you're very passionate about, work that you get lost in, work that you feel very passionate about doing. So I don't see this week being like a huge struggle for you to get things done. I actually feel like you're going to be kind of getting lost in work, like maybe working for hours and not eating, because you're just so into what you're doing, right? When you do something you love, you get lost in it and nothing outside of it matters. So that's really beautiful. The energy that you're bringing to the week, your current energy, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, it looks like, especially with the Hanged Man being in the middle here, it looks like you're coming at this week from a very balanced perspective, okay? You may have recently or are going to be realizing that life is a balancing act. And as soon as you get one area of your life in balance, another one is going to be out of balance. And it feels like you're becoming okay with that. You're no longer trying to control every single aspect of your life and make sure everything is perfect 10 out of 10 at all times. You're realizing that that's not realistic, that what's more realistic is that you are going to approach every day as a new day and assess that day very individualistically. So you're coming in very balanced. You're coming in very I want to say like realistic. It feels like you're very grounded. It feels like you understand what's going to be necessary to move forward. Okay? Because I feel there's a group of people that maybe haven't been taking action because things haven't been quote unquote perfect in their life, right? Maybe some of you have been waiting for the perfect moment to start this or the perfect time to do this. And you're realizing that that moment's never going to come. There's never going to be a point in time where you have all the variables and all the pieces of your life so perfectly in order to where you feel comfortable to move forward in your life. Sometimes you just have to move forward even if some things are out of whack or chaotic. Okay, so it feels like you understand that, and that understanding is going to lead you to a lot of success. That things you've had mental limitations that have held you back from achieving your passions, and you're demolishing those. You know, you're just moving forward and realizing that things will work itself out with time. So it's really beautiful. And the goal of the week is the Queen of Cups. So this is where you're moving towards. So by the end of the week, you're in a very powerful position. Queen of Cups, okay? Very feminine, very passionate, very caring, very nurturing to oneself and others, but still very strong and very secure and very stable and very grounded. So this is a gorgeous week. The energy is just so beautiful. It really feels like you're coming into your own and you're doing it in a very caring and loving and nurturing way, okay? So that's where you're heading this week. More than anything, you know, above the goals that maybe you have for your finances or your career or your health goals, the biggest goal that you should have is finding oneness and peace within yourself. That is going to help you to move forward very successfully, okay? So the action to take this week, we have the Lovers card. So what I'm feeling here is a few things. For some of you, this is telling me that it's time to partner with people. For whatever it is that you want to do in your life, it's time to find someone who can assist you, who can support you, who can guide you, that at this point in your journey, it's time for you to open up and let other people in. And this is going to play out differently for everyone depending on your own personal life. But with the overall energy being this Eight of Pentacles here, I feel for some of you, this is partnering with a business partner or a business coach, or entering some sort of mentorship, someone who is further along than you or someone that has some sort of expertise or knowledge who can guide you, who can help to accelerate you, someone who's been through what you've been through. I feel like that could be very helpful. Some of you maybe need to hire an employee or hire people to come into your business or your workplace to help to grow the business quicker, grow the career or whatever it is you're doing faster. But in general, it just feels like this is a week for partnership. This could be a great time to meet up with a friend that you haven't seen in a long time and just catch up and see how you can be supportive to one another. This also could be a really good week for dating, for relationships, for partnerships. Not necessarily that, something's going to come out of it, but it's a great week to just maybe go out and date and put yourself out there and just kind of interact with someone in that way. Partnership is definitely a big part of this week. Connecting is a big part of the week. I feel like you're going to find a lot of success in that. Other people can bring you answers that maybe you've been looking for, or inspiration that you've been looking for, or motivation that you've been looking for. So what you're going to gain this week, what you're going to receive this week, we have the Hanged Man. So it feels like this week, what you're really learning, like the core of the week, is you're learning how to surrender to the process. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're learning that everything has a process in life, right? There's a process to doing everything, and there's a track that you have to follow to get anything done. And no matter how great your intentions are, or no matter how amazing you are, sometimes things just take time to develop. And it feels like you no longer feel like you have to stress and worry about all the little details for something to be successful, right? That the best success is maybe not exactly what you thought success was previously. And it feels like you're releasing here with the world moving ahead quickly. You're releasing some sort of way you thought things were supposed to go. And you're surrendering to just the way that life is unfolding itself in front of you. Going back to the idea that things have a process, it feels like you're really understanding that certain things just take time. That, for example, a friendship, it takes time to develop. Even if you have a great connection with someone, it takes time to really get to know someone in and out. Same thing with relationships. Even if you have a great connection with someone right off the bat, it takes time to really get to know them. And it feels like you're in no rush this week, right? You're not trying to control things that you can't control. The only thing that you can control is you. And it feels like that's what you're learning and that's what you're doing, is that you're just focusing more on you, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, your psychological well-being, and indulging in that, as opposed to worrying about, every little thing in your business or every little thing in your career or every little thing that someone else is doing. You're dropping that. You're releasing that. We have the World here and what you're releasing. So I feel like this is a really big week. I mean, these are major arcanas here in the middle of this row. Lovers, Hanged Man, the World. So this is a big week. And what you're releasing here is some sort of long-held belief that you've had about something that you're now realizing has been holding you back from being successful. So maybe you've thought, just using the same example, like, if I'm not worrying about something, then it's slipping, right? Some people feel guilty if they're not constantly thinking about something. They think that it's slipping, but what you're learning is that energy of worry or fear actually has been sabotaging you, and adopting more of a trusting, patient nature is going to help you succeed faster than you've ever done before, faster than you would worrying about things. So it's really beautiful. I just see like a big weight coming off of your shoulder, a huge release coming out of you, and you adopting this brand new way of life that's just more harmonious. Okay. And we see that here with the Six of Swords. So the challenge this week for you, or the blind spot this week, is the Two of Swords. It feels like you're going to have to make decisions really quickly this week. And you have to make them from this hanged man place. Not from the way that you've always made decisions in the past. And that's challenging for you because one part of you is going to be saying, well, this is what we should do. This is what we've always done. This is what makes sense. This is the tested, tried and true method. And the other part of you is going to say, no, that's just because it's the tried and true doesn't mean that's the right way. Let's try things this new way. Let's try things this different way. We've tried that old way and we haven't gotten what we've wanted. Let's try this new way. And the challenge with that is that the new way of doing things is unfamiliar. You don't really know how it's going to work out. You don't really know what's going to happen because you've never done things in this way. And so it's going to be, you might have a little bit of a conflict, and that's sometimes what the Lover's card is. It's a choice. And it feels like you're going to have to make choices this week in all areas of your life: career, business, finance, friendship, family, home, health, in new ways that you've never done before. But I feel like intuitively and spiritually, you know that the new way is better. Even if you don't have any proof or anything to back it up. And so the hard part is just going to be, again, Six of Swords here. This is the way to overcome the challenge, is doing things in a more harmonious, peaceful way, moving away from the old way and moving towards more of the new. Being more of a different person, embodying more characteristics of the person who you want to be versus the person who you've always been. So that's how you'll have to make your decisions this week. And outcome of the week, when you do that, when you successfully do that, when you successfully learn how to prioritize your needs, your wants, your desires, your emotions, your feelings, and you're tending to them and taking them seriously and approaching life in this more trusting nature and releasing the old way of doing things and moving towards a more harmonious way of doing things, you end the week and you move forward as the King of Pentacles, which is the strongest card in the deck. You're more in control of your life. This is Pentacles. This is your real, physical, tangible life, not your thoughts, not your emotions. This is your actual life that you're living here on earth. You're going to be more in control of how that life manifests. You're going to be more in control of how things move forward and your abundance and your success and your happiness. So this is an excellent week. This is a very, very, very great week, a very pivotal week. And I feel like this is a week that's setting you up for future success. Okay? All right, guys. So for those of you who are just passing by the channel or who are just my normal watchers, I want to say thank you so much. That was your reading. But for those of you who would like to go deeper, those of you who are deep divers, who are really committed to your personal growth and your personal development and want to go deeper into this message, want to get more clarity, want to get more specific messages, and I invite you to join me in the extended. I'm going to be clarifying a lot of the cards here, getting more information, using my clarifying decks to get very, very specific information as well as oracle messages. So the link for that will be down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. I hope that you will like this video and subscribe and leave me a comment letting me know what you think. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.